Better watch out, better not cry, or you may die. It's Christmas Evil 1980. Now, this has a reputation as being one of the worst Santa slashers that there is, and it lives up to that. It's really dry, vapid, shoddy editing. Holy shit, there's no entertainment at all you could get out of this. There's a reason why everyone pretty much ignores it. If it didn't have the good title and the good posters to sell it, it'd be pretty forgotten. Let's get into it. Okay, opening scene set in 1947. It basically follows this character who, it kind of goes a similar beat to Silent Night, Deadly Night, where he was traumatized as a kid. Where he figures out that his dad was like dressed up as Santa, and he got a misconstrued conception of what Santa Claus is. So in his adult life, it fast forwards to 1980, where he tries to become the embodiment, the essence of what he feels is a pure Santa Claus, and he tries to embody that. And
but before that, they're showing him putting in names in the book of the naughty kids and the good kids in his neighborhood. So he's keeping tabs before he turns into Santa Claus fully.
Oh yeah, that's right. L-Mid's gonna be in this. Where the hell have you been? Smoking cigarettes at the back of a Chinese restaurant, sweating like a pig.
But enough about me.
And then you're like, oh, this isn't cheesy yet. And then he wakes up in the morning and he clicks his heels like a leprechaun, and you're like, yeah, this is cheesy as fuck. And the filler takes on a whole new life in this one. Like, it's so
transition to scene, it's like filler in between.
Instead of dialogue,
scene to scene, it's filler in between.
Of like stupid characters who don't even get killed off. It'll be like stupid scenes like, oh, he's about to go into this house, so he's going to look outside of the brick wall and stare at it for 5 minutes. Then he's going to get behind a bush
and stare at the people leaving for another 5 minutes. And then walk slowly to get into the house another 5 minutes.
And basically he goes around with his binoculars and he has his own naughty and nice list, and he basically mind rapes all these kids as he's writing down his logs. And he has this nervous breakdown finally on Christmas Eve. 50 minutes into it. He doesn't start killing until 52 minutes into it exactly.
And it's like 3 people who were picking on him at like a press conference outside a building, Joker style, with the pen.
No. It's like a group of yuppies who just came out of like the holy...
Feeling all powerful, like bashing Santa as they get out of freaking the courthouse.
No, it was like a church, you dumbass. It was like Christmas Eve service.
It was a church bashing Santa.
And he does it with like a toy axe, and of course
everything.
Of course, it's totally horribly edited.
It was pretty good though, because he does do the toy.
Nothing's good.
It's the only dope part is when he does the toy into the eyeball.
You're really overdoing it, if you ask me.
He did the toy with the spear into his eye. It was pretty sweet. Everything else sucked though. That was back-to-back filler.
And you're like the torches in the chase scene where it gets to the point where they
Frankenstein. So we get towards the end of the
him.
movie, and
every guy dressed up as...
The other bullet points that they draw out is he talks to his brother on the phone, and the town. They're like, oh, what can you show for the last scene? He visits some kids in an alleyway and gives them toys.
Every Santa Claus
and
is a
he's wanted
suspect.
by now. Yeah, every Santa Claus is a suspect. He's wanted by now.
Hey. If you were such a psychic, you should have known how boring this movie was going to be.
So they end up getting the torches.
A white guy gets out a switchblade, and they and they all join in. The rest of the town are like, yeah, he's not the right Santa Claus. Yeah,
and it's like total Franken-thumb. He's like, get your torches here. Get your torches.
He hits him. He leaves. The Santa Claus is running away, and then in this meantime, they're all getting torches and lighting them up like it's Frankenstein, like Franken-thumb, where he's like, "Get your torches." That's how he says it.
And he ends up going to his brother's house, of course.
And his brother's like, "You're gonna freaking justify all this because I was 6 and I said freaking I didn't like Santa."
And he ends up asphyxiating him. This is exactly how me and L-Mid are gonna turn out one day.
We're doing a review. And he's just gonna
talk over, and he's gonna. It's asphyxiate. Shut the fuck up. Exactly. I might even do it now. We're gonna end, and he's gonna talk over me, and I'm gonna be so pissed off that I'm gonna end up choking him right in the freaking middle of the video, and I'm gonna still upload it.
So the whole reason why he acts like Santa is because his brother didn't believe, and he wants him to believe.
Which is also saying I'm an idiot and all the cigarette smoke went to my brain.
And he ends up painting a sleigh on the side of his freaking van.
Oh yeah, to top it all off, the ending is he's driving away after his brother asphyxiated him, and freaking
Asphyxiate.
he's driving away, and then
You gotta savor all the syllables, you
he
moron.
passes the mob again with all the freaking torches, and then he crashes off the side of the mountain like a freaking ravine, and he goes floating like it's freaking the scene in Last Action Hero where he's going up by the moon and he's freaking on the bike and it's going.
And it's
it's his van with the sleigh painted. And he's like, to all a good night, because it's like so retarded.
And it's like a faux moon with like, it's like the fakest moon you've ever seen in any movie.
I guess he really was Santa Claus, and you don't even know what the hell to think because it's all retarded.
And his brother's falling out of the van on the side of it while he's living his dream. His brother's falling on his ass on the fucking ground that's full of like fake snow. It's like a snow carpet. It's not even like they got snow in there. They just laid down white carpet, and he like fell into it with like boxes over a ravine.
I couldn't tell.
What the heck? I'd rather shoot myself in the head than watch this movie again. I'd rather get coal in my stocking for the next 40 years than watch this movie again. Chris Allen knows what I'm talking about. Keckler's seen this. He wasn't even excited about this review because he knows that the movie sucks ass. And the guy works at a toy factory just for his convenience. And he goes around like giving toys to all the kids and...
Anyway, getting back to Jamie Lee Curtis. She sucks.
And that
One minute he's freaking stealing the toys.
I'm giving it a D.
1 minute he's freaking destroying the toys. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10.
Basically, he's crazy. And it sucked.